Dear Professor and students, my topic is molecular realization for protein structure. I'm Tianjia. Recently, the DeepMind company has received wide attention that it makes great progress in protein folding error. Their AlphaFold can predict the shape of proteins to within the width of an atom. The research could be used in drug design. We all know that proteins are large, complex molecules whose functions depend on their structures mostly. So, an intuitive visual tool is very important in studying components, structures, and functions of protein. However, there are several challenges. Most visualization tools are based on desktop applications, and users need to download large software files to use it. Also, protein is very complex. We need to model a large number of atoms and chemical bonds. Also, presenting the structure of protein is not enough. We must design good interactions for users to conveniently use it. Finally, the protein includes complex structures, which are difficult to model, such as wrinkles and helices. Here, I recorded a video to show the complex model of protein. For simple molecules such as aspirin, nicotine, and cocaine, we can explicitly get its structure. However, when we present even the simplest protein, such as insulin, the number of atoms are much more than previous molecules, and we cannot see the structure clearly. Since the structure of the protein is much more important than its component, we focus on the structure. I just modeled the geometry of the structure. Here I will show the video. As you can see, I can use the mouse to rotate and zoom the view, and some interactions are provided to tune the shading parameters, such as diffusion, ambient, and spectacular. Some lightning parameters are also could be tuned. Then we can change the overall color scheme. Then I will introduce my rendering pipeline. The pipeline of this project is shown here. First, I configure the user parameters. Then, the shader is initialized. Then, the buffer is created to store the geometry. Then, the camera and the render parameters is initialized. Finally, we load the protein in PDB format and present it. At last, I want to list some limitations. To simplify the visualization, many important indications are ignored, such as arrowheads and labels. Also, the atom-level operation is not allowed. And I did also not consider the color scheme. That is, I cannot change the color of the geometry itself. But to improve this, I can assign atom serial number to each vertex instead of assigning real colors to vertices. Then, since the number of atoms is very large, we could consider GPU computation to improve the performance. This is all my project. That's all. Thank you.